Where do you find your inspiration for your quilting?
Well, Bill and I both have graduate degrees in design, so we're usually approaching design inspiration as being getting a lot of different, I guess, stimuli from different disciplines. So it's not the case; it's not a literal thing where you see tile in your travels, some tile pattern or whatever, and you say, "Oh, I'm going to make a quilt that looks like that." It's more a matter of looking at a beautiful line that you see someplace that reminds you of a really exquisite proportion. It can be, for example, one of our most popular quilts was inspired by an article in Scientific American. Another one of our quilts was inspired by a piece I heard on National Public Radio about the invention of aniline dyes and how it started by the inventor looking for a cure for malaria. So it's not quite as literal a thing, I think, as most people think it is, where you see some beautiful bird and you think, oh, I want to take a picture of that and reproduce that. The quilt behind me, the inspiration was I lived in Japan for 8 years and I speak Japanese. And when I was learning Japanese, I learned that the Chinese characters in the Japanese language are pictographs. And the ways that you would remember certain characters is the picture that it was trying to portray in the actual series of lines. And so I like the idea of this is called glyphs, and the idea of how lines can simulate drawings and encourage your imagination to look at something and like this could be the character for ladder, for example. And so it's much more of it's much more about ideas than specific images of things that we're trying to reproduce.